Okay. Hello, dear friends. Good morning. Such a beautiful, beautiful morning. So, here I will introduce a little bit of these books and I will put on my Etsy shop. And this video is mostly for one friend who asking about books. And the reason she asked to learn to do beginner Gongbi painting, a detailed style Chinese painting. Sometimes I use this as inspiration for my silk painting. I do not copy it like this because silk is hard to copy. It's just not. But it's a common practice in Chinese painting, especially Gongbi style painting. You copy the painting. Copy, just use a brush. Let me show you my brush. Use a small, delicate brush to copy it itself is a learning process, right? So here are the Gongbi flowers. This one is orchid flower. You can do one of them, and this is to show you different kind of leaves, different kind of roots, different kind of flower, the detailed illustration of it, and then the flower. And the friend asking about so that you can copy, and I have chosen particularly this kind of binding that you can flatly open up instead of some magazine does not open up flatly, some open up halfway. I didn't choose those kind, only this kind. So let's take a look. So we have Orchid, and this book, because itself is flattened already, so you can just copy this, and it's also easy for putting onto a photocopy machine. This is the size. Okay, I will shrink it a little bit. See, this is the size just perfectly for photocopy use. You can even enlarge it a little bit if you photocopy it. And there is a very small section of it. It's mostly outline book, but still with a small section of how to choose color. Definitely you can choose your own color, does not have to be exactly the same, right? So this is 水仙 daffodil. And this one is bamboo. It's in my Etsy shop. So bamboo, the material, the book is in Chinese. And the bamboo, different kind of bamboos. See? Okay, I will not do it too quick. And they are beautiful bamboos, right? With some birds, some easy or maybe not easy, and a little bit of a color rendition of it. So here we have bamboo and daffodil. And this one is, they call it 白描画笔画稿. It's pure outline. And Tianjin Yangliu Qing, I think I bought it in Tianjin maybe a couple of years ago, before pandemic. I went back to China every year, and I went to Tianjin that time. So this is such a beautiful book. And you see, it's very simple outline. This one, I think it's only outline. There is no coloring. Chrysanthemum flower, cherry blossom, rose, all kinds of flowers. And this is peel not peony, magnolia, chamomile, yeah, different kind, and lotus flower. Okay, those are really very good for beginners. Now here we have another kind of books. Should I do 2 videos? Okay, let me finish within this video. So it's also how to do with basic. You can see basic, and but this one is mostly to teach you how to put in the color. So here we have one piece, outline, and then color 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 until final finish, outline, first layer of color, second, third, fourth, fifth, until finally finish. So final finish like this, and the beginning is like, oh, it's not the same. Sorry. So I jumped the wrong page. Final finish like this. The beginning is this piece. Beginning is this. Final finish is this. So here are the books, step by step like this. This is mostly for how to use the color. And inside, this is the insert of it. That is one of this painting, another one of that painting. But if you print it, it might be a little bit too large. You need to print it one side, print it another side, and combine them together. There are 1, 2. Oh, that's the painting we are seeing. 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pieces of illustration. And that is it. This is the number 4s. I think that is enough for us to see. And this kind of book, this, they are all the same, and the same series. Here is, I have a flower one, I have a fish one. This is Gongbi koi fish. You can see it is the same process. Beginning page, end up page, and about the material, but it's in Chinese. About the animal anatomy, I think it's called anatomy, right? Different way of kinetic movement, and the water plant, and that is this fish. And this one is about butterfly. I particularly like butterfly. So butterfly, and then the rendition of butterfly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 pieces of butterfly painting. And all this book today, I have chosen the book with this kind of binding, so it's easily open up for you to print it out. And this one is orchid flower. Also 4 pieces of demo piece, so that you will trace this with your sharp brush. When you put in water, it becomes very thin. We all know it. And do the coloring. Okay, so find them on my Etsy shop. I put the link under the description of this video and put the section which is books, books, magazines section of my shop. Thank you very, very, very much. Enjoy a beautiful day. And also, maybe I should introduce a little bit of brushes. I have this kind of brush. So a wolf hair brush is mostly good for outline. And sometimes you can use it, do some strokes. And the white cloud is, oh, I didn't bring it. This is, so in my brushes, I'm sorry. So this one is good for outline. You can see it. It's very thin for outline, particularly for Gongbi outline. And this kind of brush, it changed color because I use it for silk painting, for watercolor painting, use it a lot, too much, so it's a little bit changed color. But this is gold hair, white cloud. It's soft. It's very good for putting a background. And for watercolor painting, it is very, very super duper important to have soft hairbrush. So watercolor, you put on color and you can scrape some color with this brush, but this brush is so soft it will not damage the paper surface. Those are not for watercolor. Yeah, those are too hard. Anyway, I should be more prepared to introduce the brush, but we will do it in another video or when we want it. But anyway, get your material prepared is very, very important. Okay? You have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. I love you. I really do. Do. Bye bye, friends. Okay?